Hey there. If you're watching this, chances are you're either on the edge of retirement or at least seriously thinking about it. So first off, congrats. You have worked hard to get here. But let's talk about something most people avoid: how retirement can go wrong. It's not the stock market that ruins most retirements. It's not even inflation. It's a handful of common yet totally avoidable mistakes. And they quietly eat away at your peace of mind, your money, and your freedom. So let's flip the script. I'm going to walk you through 5 ways people ruin their retirement and how you can do the exact opposite. Because when you know what to avoid, you can build a retirement that actually works for you. Before we jump in, hi, I'm Kurt. I'm a certified financial planner. On this channel, I help people in retirement align their money and their meaning. So let's get into it. Let's start with the most common and most damaging mistake: not knowing how much you spend. It sounds really simple, I know, but a lot of people go into retirement focused on the size of their portfolio. Do I have $1 million? Do I have $2 million? But they never really ask, what kind of lifestyle does my portfolio actually support? Some people just spend less in retirement. Some people spend more, especially in those early years, or what we call the go-go years. Oftentimes, those early years are filled with travel, home projects, and helping adult kids. All that stuff can add up fast. And if you don't know your spending number, how can you know if you're ready for financial independence? You can't. The solution is to start tracking your current spending. Then adjust it for the lifestyle that you envision for yourself in retirement, and then stress test that against rising costs. And don't forget, inflation, especially in healthcare, is very real. So what I want you to do is get 3 buckets: your wants, your needs, and your one-time purchases. Make sure to budget all those out. The second common mistake that I often see people making is with their withdrawal strategy. Now, most retirees tend to have some mix of accounts: taxable accounts, tax-deferred accounts, tax-free accounts. But the order in which you draw those down can have a meaningful difference between paying thousands or sometimes tens of thousands in taxes. So generally, you want to start with taxable accounts. Then you move to tax-deferred, like a traditional IRA, and then you'll move to Roth withdrawals last. But this is not a hard rule. It really depends on your situation. But don't forget about RMDs either, required minimum distributions that start around 73 for most people. Because if you don't factor this in, you could also be left with a big tax surprise starting at 73. All in all, a coordinated withdrawal strategy can help you keep more of what you've worked so hard to build, and also prevents you from tipping the IRS. The third mistake I see is people investing like they're still 35. So retirement is not the end of your journey. It's just the start of a new chapter. Some people go in panic mode and they stuff everything into cash. Others stay fully aggressive, thinking that they want to chase those returns. Both of those scenarios carry their own risks. And when you're no longer earning a paycheck, your portfolio becomes your primary source of income. So if the market drops early in your retirement, while you're still pulling a lot of money out, that's called the sequence of return risk, and it can really drain your portfolio way faster than you think. You need to have a good handle of both your risk tolerance, which is how you emotionally act to movements in the market, but also your risk capacity, which is how much time do you have for your portfolio to rebound. The key is to strike a balance. A thoughtful investment strategy, like a bucket approach, where you have multiple buckets for spending, or what we call the guardrails approach, which increases your spending when your portfolio does a little bit better, reduces it a little bit when markets are tougher. Any of these strategies can help you protect your income, yet still grow your money during retirement. Now, let's talk about a mistake that has nothing to do with dollars and everything to do with your days. A lot of people enter retirement with a financial plan, but they don't have a lifestyle plan. And that's really where the trouble starts. I like to call this the what now moment. You retire, the emails stop, the routine disappears, and suddenly the days feel really long. Not at first, often, but most retirees I work with end up feeling this way at some point or another. This is why I want to help people align their money and their meaning. A meaningful retirement isn't just about freedom from work. It's about freedom to do something that fulfills you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Who are you spending time with? How will you stay mentally and physically sharp? Some people volunteer, others consult, take classes, or whatever. Pick up a hobby that you really enjoy. Whatever it is, be intentional. The emotional side of retirement deserves as much attention as the financial side. And finally, let's talk about legacy. One of the most overlooked but impactful mistakes is leaving your loved ones with a mess. If you don't have an estate plan or it's outdated, you could unintentionally create stress, conflict for your family, and even substantially higher taxes. The solution for most people is having some combination of wills and trusts and updating your beneficiaries. Set those powers of attorney and organize all your important documents in one spot. Estate planning isn't just about who gets what. It's about making things easier for the people that you care about the most. It's a gift of clarity, peace of mind, and protection. So let's quickly recap the 5 ways to ruin your retirement. Number 1, not knowing your spending number. Number 2, withdrawing money in the wrong order. Number 3, investing like you're still 35. Number 4, not having any plan for your time. And number 5, leaving a mess behind. If you avoid all 5 of these, you're already way ahead of the game. And here's the good news. A great retirement isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. You don't need to do this alone, and it's never too late to build a better plan. If this gave you even one little light bulb moment, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and the like button. And if you really want to help the channel grow, leave a question in the comments. I'll read all of them and I'll respond to them as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.